Lagos never sleeps, and Balogun market is its beating heart, loud, restless, and full of stories. But even in all that noise, something strange happened one morning. In the heart of Lagos, where the streets never sleep, there's a market that hums like the city's heartbeat. Balogun Market. Here you could find anything. Fresh tomatoes stacked high like pyramids, colorful fabrics that could make anyone dream of grand occasions, the sharp aroma of smoked fish curling through the air, and the ever-present symphony of voices. People haggled, bargained, shouted, and laughed. It was a place of life, noise, and chaos. But one day, the usual chaos paused. People started whispering about something unusual. In the corner of the market, where a little shade sat under a mango tree, a new seller had appeared. She didn't shout to attract buyers like others. She didn't even bargain. She simply sat, calm and quiet, behind her wares, bundles of green leaves. These weren't ordinary leaves. No, these leaves shimmered in the sunlight, almost glowing. Their green was so vibrant, so alive, that even from a distance, people felt drawn to them. The woman behind the stall was equally strange. She was slightly old. Her skin was smooth, yet her eyes carried the weight of lifetimes. No one could place her. No one knew where she came from. At first, people ignored her. After all, leaves? Everyone sold leaves, bitter leaf and ogu. What made her so special? But then the story started. A woman claimed that after buying her leaves and cooking them, her sick child got up and started playing like nothing had ever been wrong. A fisherman swore the leaves gave him strength to catch the biggest fish of his life. And an older trader said her failing eyesight had sharpened overnight after drinking tea brewed with the leaves. Word spread. Soon, people were lining up at her stall, desperate to buy the miraculous leaves. But here's where things got strange. She didn't sell to everyone. If you walked up to her, she would look at you deep into your eyes, as though she could see inside your soul. Then, she would either hand you a bundle or shake her head and say softly, "Your spirit is not ready." No matter how much money you offered, she would not budge if she thought you weren't fit for her leaves. Some people grumbled, others walked away embarrassed, but everyone agreed on one thing. The woman was not normal. Now among those who heard about her was Sam. Sam was a trader in the market, known for his sharp tongue and sharper business sense. He sold fabric, and his stall was one of the busiest. But Sam was a man who believed only in what he could see and touch. He didn't believe in stories about miracles or spirits. To him, the green leaf seller was just another trickster preying on gullible people. Miracle leaves? A beg, make I hear word. Sam scoffed when his friend Tammy told him about her. It's an ordinary leaf, and she uses jazz to deceive people. But as weeks passed, Sam's business started to falter. His fabrics weren't selling as they used to. Worse, the ones he stored began to spoil, mildew creeping across the vibrant colors, ruining them beyond repair. At home, his wife, Laura, fell ill with a fever that no medicine could cure. Sam was desperate. For the first time in his life, he felt powerless. One evening, as he sat in his shop staring at the unsold, ruined fabrics, Tammy walked by and said, "You go still they talk say she no fit help you? Go meet that woman now. What's the worst that can happen?" Reluctantly, Sam decided to visit the green leaf seller. When he approached her stall, he felt a chill run down his spine. She looked up at him, her piercing eyes seeming to strip him bare. She said nothing for a long moment. Then, she reached for a single leaf, not a bundle, just one leaf, and handed it to him. "This leaf is not for cooking," she said, her voice soft but firm. "Keep it close to your heart for 3 days. But beware, do not speak a word of anger during this time. If you do, the leaf will fail you." Sam frowned, but took the leaf. He tucked it into his shirt pocket, muttering under his breath about how ridiculous it all was. But deep down he was curious. The first day, Sam noticed small changes. His wife's fever broke, and she managed to sit up and eat a little. His fabrics seemed fresher, less damp. He even felt a little lighter, as though a weight he hadn't noticed before had lifted from his shoulders. The second day, things got stranger. A customer who had sworn never to buy from him again suddenly walked into his stall and purchased 3 expensive rolls of fabric. Sam couldn't believe his luck. But that night, as he sat alone in his home, he felt uneasy. The shadows in the room seemed to flicker, and he thought he heard faint whispers. On the third day, Sam's temper was tested. A young boy accidentally spilled a bucket of water near his stall, soaking some of his fabric. Furious, Sam yelled at the boy, his voice echoing across the market. The boy ran off crying, and Sam felt a strange heat in his pocket. He reached for the leaf, only to find it crumbling into ash. That night, Sam dreamed of the green leaf seller. In the dream, she stood before him, her eyes glowing like embers. "You were warned," she said. "You let your anger ruin what was given to you. Now, you must face the cost." Sam woke up in a cold sweat. The next morning, he went back to the market, only to find the green leaf seller's stall empty. She was gone, and no one had seen her leave. All that remained was a single green leaf tied with a string, hanging from the mango tree where her stall had been. From that day on, Sam's fortunes changed again, but not for the better. His business never recovered, and his wife's illness returned. The market buzzed with theories about the mysterious woman. Some said she was a spirit, sent to test the hearts of men. Others believed she was a witch, punishing those who failed her strange tests. But one thing was certain: her story became legend, told and retold by those who had seen her or heard of her leaves. And in the quiet corners of Lagos, where the old mango tree still stood, people whispered that if you truly needed help and your spirit was ready, the green leaf seller might one day return. Weeks later, Sam overheard a story about another market, far from Lagos, where a mysterious woman had appeared, selling green leaves. This time, she carried a warning: not all who fail are given second chances. Sam packed his remaining belongings and set off to find her. He wandered from market to market, following rumors of the green leaf seller. But each time he arrived, he was too late. And so, Sam became a wanderer, searching for redemption that always seemed just out of reach. Some say he's still searching to this day. Others claim to have seen him under the same mango tree in Balogun market, whispering to passers-by, warning them about the price of anger. The moral of the story teaches that the green leaf seller didn't just sell leaves. She sold a truth many were not ready to face, which is the greatest battles are fought within. And for some, no leaf in the world could heal what they refused to change. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. See you in the next one.